Hey guys, so sorry that I haven't made a video in a while. Hopefully this vein does not fall. Okay, so sorry I haven't made a video in a really long time. I've started school, so this really honestly has been my top priority. School is, but yeah. I thought I would talk about my first week of high school just because, well, a number of reasons. First, for all the middle schoolers, if there's any middle schoolers like watching my videos, I remember when I was in middle school, even when I first started middle school, I wasn't thinking about middle school. I don't think anyone does really, or like very few people do. I feel like the first thing they think about is what it's gonna be like when I start high school and all that. I mean, I was one of those people, and I've talked to my friends, and I'm not the only one, so this is for middle schoolers, or maybe anyone that's in high school or graduated high school and just is like thinking back on bad and good memories, maybe just all bad, I don't know. And yeah, so I thought I would make this video for those reasons. So I'm just gonna start off right before I started high school. I wasn't really nervous. I don't know, I just wasn't nervous at all. I just sort of felt like I didn't really like my high school. Like, I didn't like it even before I started it, just because. So I live in a city, and like my middle school, people are going to 3 different high schools, and unfortunately for me, a lot of my friends were not going to my high school. So I wasn't excited for high school because I knew that I wasn't going to have many friends there, and that, yeah, it would be a fresh start, but it would also be really hard, and I would also have to make a lot of friends. And I'm not really like that outgoing, I would say. I'm not exactly, I used to be really shy when I was young. I'm not as shy as I used to be, but I'm still not like the most sociable person. So it's kind of difficult for me to make friends like quickly. So yeah, I just wasn't really looking forward to it. I didn't really think there was anything to be nervous about. So I mean, I felt like if a lot of people that I knew were going there, I would probably be more nervous because I'd be worried about like people I don't like. But fortunately for me, I didn't really know that many people that were going there, so it just didn't make me nervous at all. So, yeah. It wasn't until like the day before school started where I did get a little bit nervous over lunch because I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna have to sit by myself. And then it didn't last long because I was like, wait, I can use my phone for lunch. So that was really the only thing I got nervous about, and it probably only lasted like 2 or 3 hours. So, I mean, that's all I got. So the first day of school, I was actually excited for, which was weird because the whole summer I didn't care, but first day I was a little bit excited just because honestly there was only one reason: I could use my phone more. That's literally the only reason. So yeah, now looking back on it, I mean, I guess that's a good reason, but at the same time, I don't know. It just sounds sad when I say it out loud. But yeah, so I got on the bus, waiting to go to school, and yeah, I remember when I was on the bus, I looked for my homeroom, looked it up on the map, and actually went to the wrong homeroom, even when I looked at a map. Luckily, after I got out of the wrong homeroom class, one of my friends has the same last name as me. I don't know why I didn't look for him, because it just didn't come to my mind that we had the same last name, so we're going to be in the same homeroom. So I ended up going to my homeroom teacher because they passed out another schedule if they change it or whatever. So I went to him, and then it was like right next door. So yeah, and then I kept looking like for every single class. I would look on the map, then just look for my class, and I would do that. I think I only asked for help like one time, so I just kept doing that and I was okay as far as not getting lost. So yeah. The first day was definitely like stressful. Like, I don't know, I was just stressed out like all the time. I feel like just because I didn't really know like anyone. Lunch was kind of difficult because I was sitting by myself and all I wanted to do was just sit with my friends. And I don't know, I constantly did not know where I was going and I was relying on a map. I wouldn't even look at the map when I was in the hallways because I didn't want to seem like a freshman, I guess. I don't know. I still feel like that sometimes, but I feel like I've like gotten to the point where I care a little bit less now. But sorry for that awkward moment. I was looking out the window, but yeah, so that was like my first day, and then the rest of the days were just like that for the first week, looking at the map and all that, trying to make friends. I actually did make a friend on the first week, which, because I was so determined just to make at least one friend, that actually happened, and I got their phone numbers, and I still talk to them now, and we're on like the third week of school. So, yeah, I mean, I did make one friend. It's a little bit more easier now, but I'm not gonna lie. I have thought about transferring to like a different high school just because it is difficult, you know, not having really anyone you know around and all that. But yeah, I mean, that was like my first week of high school pretty much. One thing I remember I was excited about is at my school, you can use your phone when you're going in between classes, at lunch, and teachers also don't give you shit if you use your phone like while you're in school, like before the bell rings. Like even in middle school, which technically they're not supposed to do this, but it did happen to me and I was pissed. And my mom actually called him out on it. Was like in middle school, they don't like it. Like, for example, the bell would ring at 8:35, the late bell, and that's when class would start. They didn't like it if you used your cell phone even before school started. It could be before 8:35, and they didn't like it. And one time I got in trouble for using my phone, and I wasn't even in class. I was at my locker, and it was 8 o'clock in the morning. And no, it was earlier than that, and people couldn't even get in the school. I was only there because of tutoring or whatever. And, I mean, yeah, they got mad over that. And technically, they're not supposed to do that. But in high school, they don't care if you use it before then. And they can't take it away from you anyways, but they don't care, which is nice. You can use it in between classes and at lunch. So I definitely have more independence. I like that about high school. But yeah, I mean, that was my first week of high school, and yeah, I hope you liked this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and bye guys.